Okay, we're going to do a special segment because this is our last episode before we go on a little holiday. Well, holiday for me and World Juniors for Steven. So Steven's going to be working like twice as hard while I'm not working at all, which is it's fair division of labor. But we're going to call this the holiday gift segment for fantasy. Okay, so I'm going to have three different categories, Steven, in terms of types of gifts, and I'm going to use name a few different examples in terms of pickups or trade targets or sell highs that go along with whatever these gift categories are.
All right, let's start with a pair of stocking stuffers. And I feel like we're going to talk about Charlie Lindgren a lot in this episode. So him and then Jared Spurgeon.
Yes, so these are, I call them stocking stuffers because, the price point, they're lower owned. You don't have to spend a lot to get them. They're the kind of presents you open on Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day, for example. So Charlie Lindgren owned in only 28% of leagues, I should say. So he's available in 72%. And currently sitting at a 931 save percentage with 2 shutouts. And he's second in the league among all goalies, all qualified goalies in goals saved above average per 60 minutes, second. So only Alex Lyon on a per start basis has been better than Charlie Lindgren. So if you're in a league that counts rate stats for goalies, then he's someone who can really help you. Just as a short-term pickup, a stopgap, he's just playing the best hockey of his career right now. And he's had these moments before when he first came up with the Habs. He was great in the AHL, had some moments with St. Louis too. So it's not like he's incapable of sustaining a run like this for a little bit longer. So I like that as a short-term solution. And the other stocking stuffer, Jared Spurgeon, defenseman, the captain of the Minnesota Wild, he is available in 65% of leagues. And yes, he's a boring veteran, sure. But he is a massive asset in the blocks category. Like he's an absolute block machine. And he's also playing on the top power play unit. You don't necessarily associate Jared Spurgeon with being an elite offensive defenseman, but he's scored double-digit goals in 6 different seasons of his career. He has none right now. I think that's going to change. So he actually, to me, is not just a pickup, but a buy low as a stocking stuffer.
All right, I like that one. And with Spurgeon, it's he's number 46, and why that matters, that's my favorite number. It's a pretty unique number, so I always cheer for the 46. All right, gifts for them, also known as some sell highs.
Yes, I'm calling them gifts for them because these are things you don't want to receive these, you want to give them. Hint, hint, okay? Because they're sell highs. So you want to pawn these assets off and pretend you're giving another GM a gift. So one is Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers, having an incredible contract here, on pace for 112 points, and has really just been so good in every facet. He's a legitimate Hart Trophy candidate at the moment, does a little bit of everything well, but he's scoring on more than 25% of his shots. It's just not sustainable. And to me, you have to see if there's an opportunity. If you own Sam Reinhart, you might be able to get a really good player for him, someone who is closer to a superstar grade, but just a little bit struggling a little bit. And we'll get to an example of who you might be able to trade him for in a little bit. But to me, you just got to try and cash in on this unbelievable season, because I just can't see Sam Reinhart, who's never been better than a point per game type of player at his absolute best, suddenly being a 112 point player. It's not going to last all season long.
Okay, I like that.
And wait, sorry, I forgot to do Michael Carconi as well.
You did, okay.
Is he Carconi or Carsoni? I think he's Carconi, but
Carconi is what the World Championship announcers were saying.
Okay, yes. So Carconi, he's got 13 goals in 25 games, but this is one of the flukiest goal scoring runs I can remember. He is scoring on 34.2% of his shots. He plays on the third line. He doesn't even play on the second power play unit, let alone the first. So he's not on special teams. He's not a top 6 forward. He's just randomly scoring once every 3 shots. It's impossible to sustain this. So if you can get literally anything for him, like just name a hockey player, and if you think the hockey player is okay, like, yeah, then offer Michael Carconi for that player, because this is impossible to sustain. So please peddle this gift like a fruitcake.
Would you trade him for Jake Bean?
Sure. Is Jake Bean healthy?
He is, but he's on a 23-game pointless streak.
Why not? Sure.
Sure. Okay. I like that one. And it's your wish list time with a guy I traded away and Cole Caulfield.
Yes, I forgot to chirp Steven about Matthew Tkachuk at the beginning of the episode. He traded Matthew Tkachuk for Brad Marchand. I think Steven got taken for a sucker in that deal. And Matthew Tkachuk, this is someone that I would be trying to get for Sam Reinhart, because there's a fear right now that Tkachuk is playing hurt, and what you need to do is take that and sell the other owner on that fear. What happened to the sternum? Is he not himself? Because if he was really playing with that much pain, he hasn't missed a game. The Florida Panthers were without Aaron Ekblad and Brandon Montour. They didn't make them play through injuries for the first couple months of the season, right? So I think if Matthew Tkachuk was truly hurt, we would know about it. He's scoring on 4.8% of his shots. That's going to regress. He's been arguably the least lucky player in the entire league. He's the anti-Michael Carcone. So I love Tkachuk as my pretty much favorite buy low target in the entire league. So just go do what this other GM apparently did to Steven and go fleece them. Get Matthew Tkachuk.
Want to talk about how well he did this past week? Lost him a bunch of points this week. Guess what Marchand did? He was my top scorer.
I'm sure. Yeah. See, exactly. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. This is exactly what that other owner wants you to be saying right now. And whoever that is laughing, knowing that they swindled you.
Chuck wasn't even good enough to be in my lineup.
Yeah,
I had a full lineup. He was not good enough to be in my lineup.
But it's not about what he's done. It's about what he's going to do.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. I would love to start seeing that soon.
And you won't because he's no longer on your team. Okay?
No, that's fine. No, I don't have to worry about it. It's not relevant. It's there's a reason I made the trade.
This will be a good thing to revisit throughout the course of the season. Sure. Now, hopefully, a great excuse for me to make fun of Steven a whole bunch.
I just picked up Travis Konechny. He's got more points than Tkachuk does.
Plenty of players do, but we'll see where it goes. Cole Caulfield, another player in a similar category as someone that would be on my wish list. He actually isn't playing badly. He's been fine as a playmaker. It's just the goal total is way lower than we expected it to be. 7 goals in 27 games, I believe it is. But he's only scoring on 6.9% of his shots. He's still shooting the puck a ton. He's got 102 shots in 27 games. So he's not that far away from 4 shots a game. Eventually, more of those are going to go in, and the rest of his game has been fine. So I do think we're going to see a major surge from Cole Caulfield in the second half. So I love him as a buy low target right now. Put him on your wish list.